Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar, Teaching in This Crazy World, the 5 greatest lessons learned. And we said 5, but we're actually going to give you an abundance of teacher giveaways today. So we are so happy that you are joining in. And for those of you guys that like cheesy jokes, there is a bun dance being in the corner over there. Hopefully you guys can see that there. We really hope that we are having you guys dancing today as we go through and give away great prizes. But in order to do that, we need you to get registered. So in order to be a part of the fun today, if you could go to the link that is in the chat, or you can see the link right there. The bit.ly is there for you to type into your search engine. That'll take you to a Google form where you just simply fill out your name, and we will put you onto your name onto a wheel, and we'll be spinning that wheel throughout today's session to give away those really great prizes. So go ahead right now, register yourself on that link there, or the one you can find in your chat.
If you are typing that in, make sure that you capitalize the bag. It is case sensitive. So the BA from BA giveaway and the G all need to be capitalized.
Good reminder. And you're probably hearing voices, but you're and seeing faces, but you're probably wondering who we are. So let's go through some introductions here. My name is Jamie, and I am incredibly excited to be here with you. Co-hosting with me today is Ben.
And I am Ben, also very excited to be co-hosting today. I just wanted to point out we do have a recording available after everything is done. And then we also have Helpful Heather waiting in the wings to provide technical assistance. So if you run into any weird technical problems, just enter into the chat box and Heather will be happy to help you out. And just to prove that Helpful Heather is waiting in the wings, Heather, would you like to say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the webinar.
All right, let's get going, Jamie. And
let's do it. So before we actually officially get started, let's figure out who is here today. So if you could, you're going to see a poll pop up here in a moment, and it's just going to say, what grade band do you teach? Go ahead and select one of the following. It's either K2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 12, or other, maybe your admin. Go ahead and fill out that, that quick poll there. And as those results come in, Heather, whenever you feel like we're ready to see those results, go ahead and share that out.
Yeah, we have 18% is K2, 42% is 3 through 5, 21% 6 through 8, 9% 9 through 12, and 18% is other or admin.
All right, well, good to know. Well, we welcome all of you here, and we're so glad you took time out of hopefully you're on summer break, but I know I was just working with teachers a couple days ago, and they were still in session. So whatever end you're on, you must be getting somewhat close to that end in sight if you're not starting to enjoy your summer already. So we really do value your time and appreciate that you're joining in with us today. So I just want to quickly talk to our sponsor of today's webinar, Blue Apple. You're going to be learning a lot about Blue Apple today because we're going to be giving you guys some Blue Apple projects. So really quickly, if you're looking for a great way to engage your students, to teach the content that you have to teach, but also, I think most importantly, you want your students and you to make the world a better place, Blue Apple projects are just a great fit for you. So we're going to see a little more about Blue Apple projects, but I just want to say, if you don't win a project today, we want to make sure you get a project in some way. So we want to save you lots of money, and we have some pandemic pricing going on right now through July, where you get the project for $60, and also on top of that, we can save you more money by just putting in code webinar20, and you'll save an additional 20%. So if you don't win a project by the end, we hope you jump on there, check those projects out, and save some money. So what are we going to be doing today? We're going to be talking 5 lessons learned from an incredibly challenging school year. And then alongside of those 5 lessons learned, we're going to have project giveaways. We're going to give away projects, but we're also going to give away gift cards. So stay tuned through the end to have a chance at winning those prizes. So you're probably wondering, well, what exactly is a Blue Apple project and what do I get with that? Some of you out there who are joining in today have a project or tried out a project. Many of you probably have not, and we want to get many projects out into the world and into your hands. So these projects they come with lots of different wonderful things, but one of the things that we offer is an online platform for you to explore, and that houses everything basically that you're going to need. So there's clear lesson plans, there's online resources to support the lessons. We have content connections starting from kindergarten all the way through 8th grade. And if you're looking for maybe you work with the littlest tiny ones in preschool, or you work with the really big ones in high school, whatever it is, we reach out to us and we can find ways to connect those to the content that you're teaching if it's outside of that K range. Outside of those content connections, we also provide scaffolds to help you teach those lessons to meet the needs of all your students. There are reflection journals. There are recommended reading book lists. Also, we know that assessment can be a really difficult thing, so we provide assessment rubrics for you to give your students to make that job a little bit easier. And then also some online instruction options. So if we find ourselves, cross our fingers we don't, teaching hybrid or a virtual again next fall, there are ways to give this project to your students in a student-facing friendly way, and asynchronous as well. So we have made all those adaptations for you. And then also there's opportunities for embedded professional development. And one of the best things I think is that there is lifetime access. So if you buy it today, you have it for as long as you need it. So all of this you will find when you have a Blue Apple project. So I'm going to turn over to Ben now, because outside of the online platform, you also will be getting something in the mail.
That's right. You're going to be getting a box in the mail, and the box is going to contain supplies that make you have that exact reaction right there, we hope. So if you are looking for a feeling of euphoria in your day, we hope to provide that. The basic idea is we want to include any materials, any supplies that you might need to teach this project in a really engaging, awesome way. So if you're doing a project on podcasts, you'll get some pop microphones so students can feel like they're really professional. If you're doing a project on space exploration, you're going to get simulated Martian regolith, Martian soil, so students can investigate whether it's possible to grow plants on Mars. If you're investigating bacteria, you get the Petri dishes. If you're going to be setting money on fire for some strange reason, you'll get those crisp, clean dollar bills so you don't have to put your own funds at stake. If you're doing chemical reactions, you get those chemicals, not dangerous ones, just regular ones that are dangerous enough to be interesting, in the mail for you. Basically, we want you not to have to go running around figuring out what you need to get and where you need to get it from. We want to support you so that you can focus your energies on really teaching an engaging lesson for your students. You also will get something special, our special sauce, the Blue Apple sauce, which you'll see down there at the bottom. We tried to go above and beyond to make this something that kids can't stop talking about, that they go home and they can't wait to tell people at home about what they've done in class. So you get engaging entry events where students are really exploring things in a deep and fun way. We dare use chances to get wild and crazy and zany, optional chances to do that, but intriguing ones as well. You get real world expert connections. We've connected with experts who want to share their knowledge and their passion with you and with your students to answer your students' questions. So much power in bringing those real world professionals into your classroom. Lots and lots of gamification and hands-on activities. And perhaps most importantly, Jamie and Ben come with the boxes. You get a project coach. One of us will be happy to help answer any questions that you have or to walk through any issues that you might encounter. Really want to be supportive of you. That is Jamie's passion. That's my passion. We want to support you in being the kind of teachers who stand out. So we're going to start giving those projects away in just one second, but I do see some people who have just joined us recently. So Heather, in the chat box, could you share that bit.ly one more time? If you click on that bit.ly, we just need first and last name. And then in just a moment, we're going to start giving some of these projects away. So if you get yourself entered right now, I'm going to go put together the random wheel of names of people who might emerge victorious. So please go ahead and enter that right now so that you will have a chance to win. This is your last chance for the day. Go to that bit.ly that's in the chat box, enter your first and last name, and we will get you registered to win. Thanks.
Awesome. So thanks for that, Ben. So we're going to jump into those 5 lessons learned this year. Now, we've learned 500, 5,000. We've learned so many lessons this year, but we're going to just really focus in on 5 big ideas, big lessons learned. And those 5 you see right here. So resilience, selflessness, inquiry, impact, and relationships. So we were incredibly resilient this year, you and your students, and you recognized that you were tougher than what you actually knew. And that was something wonderful that came out of all of the horrible happenings. Something wonderful that did come out. We really did find our strength to continue on and persevere every day. Also, just our ability to be selfless. And as teachers, you naturally are this already, but you just really proved it in big ways this year. And also the need for inquiry, even though we were tucked away, whether we're in front of a computer or hybrid or in person, you didn't let hands-on learning linger. You jumped in and you made it happen. And then also you still continue to make an impact. Your actions and those of your students really do make the world a better place, and you showed us that this year. And we also always recognize the importance and the value of building those relationships with our students, and those connections you build really are the heart of everything we do, in the heart of education. So we are forever grateful for you, and we're going to jump in with that first one, resilience. You and your students are most certainly tougher than you knew. I love this quote by Bob Marley: "You never know how strong you are until strength is your only choice." Right? And we show that this year. You know, we were teaching our kindergartners in front of a computer screen, or maybe we were teaching our high schoolers in some sort of hybrid fashion, and everything in between. And we got to go back in person, and then maybe we were pulled in another direction. We're told, no, we're going back hybrid. You guys did this dance so beautifully, and hardly wavered. And it's a true testament to who you are. And another quote we love is by Maya Angelou, and it's, "Trials may teach me lessons, but they do not lessen me." And again, we learned so much through the trials and tribulations of this past year, but you did not let it get you down. If anything, it made you stronger. And there were probably several days where we wondered, what on earth am I doing here, right? Or how on earth do I do this? And so, well, believe it or not, we have a Blue Apple project that has to do with Earth, but and wondering if Earth is the place that we should continue to call home. This project is called The Dirty Truth, and we have our students wonder, can Earth be saved, or is Mars our only hope? And so we learn a lot about Earth, we learn a lot about Mars, and students ultimately make the decision to be either Team Blue or Team Red. And through research and discovery, they raise money and they support an organization that has to do with either sustaining the life here on Earth or pursuing the idea of life out on Mars. So a great project. And if that idea of Martian regolith sounded really cool, this is that project. This is where you're going to find that Martian regolith. So with that, hopefully we're all registered, because we're going to get ready to
spin that wheel. Everybody has to give a drum roll.
All right, drum roll's happening. And Ben, you're gonna put that in the chat for us?
I sure did. You already should have that in the chat box, Jamie.
Yes, great. Awesome. We're gonna give this wheel a
names in there.
Here we go. First winner today is it Kara H? Kara, awesome. Congratulations.
Yep.
So Kara, and everyone who wins a prize today, you're probably wondering, well, what do I do next? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to reach out to you and give you a code that you may use to get that project. And the cool thing is, maybe the Dirty Truth wasn't the one you wanted. That's all right. We have more than 5 projects. We have 10 projects out there, so you get to choose which of those 10 projects you would like to have. So awesome. Congratulations goes to Kara.
All right, let's talk about lesson number 2. That is the lesson of selflessness. Teachers have always been selfless people, but the teachers who I've been privileged to work with this year have really blown me away with the care and the effort and the energy that they've poured into helping students through difficult times. We've got a couple of quotes to reflect on the left. Sometimes that can seem really all-consuming, right? Like it's draining, it eats away at your energy. But that quote on the right reminds us that sometimes it's through that process of giving that we really find ourselves. That's an important thing that teachers have modeled, that it's fulfilling to be a person of service. It's something teachers have modeled, and it's also a lesson that we want to share with our students about how important it is to lend a hand to others. And so the project that I'd like to spotlight for this one is called Lend a Hand. It's a really cool project where students learn about economics, which can seem kind of like a dry subject, but they learn about it in a really fun, engaging way where they're engineering things and trying to harvest Swedish fish from the pool. They eventually use that knowledge to construct a fundraiser that they have ownership over, that they build themselves, and they raise funds in order to help an entrepreneur on the other side of the world. And so when students do this project, they go to bed at night and they know that there's a community somewhere else on this planet that's really thriving because of the work that they did. And that's a really gratifying thing, a powerful way to teach that lesson for students. So we are going to give away another project here. It could be Lend a Hand if that piques your curiosity, or it could be any of the other projects as well. So Jamie, let's get back to our wheel of names and find out who our second winner is today.
Let's do it. We're going to spin that wheel again. Who is it going to be this time? It is it Marguerite? Yay, Marguerite, you are the winner of a Blue Apple project. Awesome job. We're excited for you. Back here. All right. And we have more of those to give away, so you don't feel too left out yet if you haven't won one. So the next lesson that we learned was that of inquiry, and that hands-on learning matters. And so whether we were doing science outside and wearing our masks, or we were inside the lab in the class, or the classroom maxed up in social distancing, or there was a computer screen right in front of us, and we had to figure out creative ways to allow discovery and exploration to happen. You guys did just that. And so I love this quote: discovery is not seeking new lands, but seeing with new eyes. And there was a lot of new seeing that we had to do this year, and new ways that we had to learn, adapt. But again, you guys never got off that course, and you guys really emphasized to your students that learning can happen no matter where you are, and we can make it fun and hands-on. And I also love this: mistakes are the portals through which learning passes. You know, and students, we probably all modeled mistakes for our students this year, and it's probably one of the greatest lessons that we can reflect on, is showing our students that even we make mistakes, and we want them to recognize that mistakes are how we get to success. And you guys did that in the most beautiful ways. And so for that, we are forever grateful, and you'll hear me say that a lot, because we are truly grateful for the work that you guys do. So to tie a project to that, this one is called Prevent the Spread. So this one is very hands-on, and it's actually very, it was very relevant to what we just went through. We want to learn how to stop the spread of germs and how we can do that. So we have kids jump in, and they gather those, they gather germs from around their classroom. They put them in petri dishes, and then they watch them grow, and they try different sanitizers on those germs to see which of those work the best. And they ultimately learn ways that they can just better protect themselves too, but also better protect each other and those that we love. So a great project called Prevent the Spread. And if this is something that you would like to try out with your students, you may get that chance right now on us. Let's do another drum roll, please. Ben, you're really good at the drum roll. There it is. I hear it.
Are you guys all doing that at home too?
I am even. Okay, we're going to spin that wheel now. And the winner is it Amy? That's what it was. It's Connie. Connie A. Congratulations. This is so much fun. I love the wheel.
Me too. Wheel of names, by the way, if you want to use that in your classroom.
Yeah, really good tool to use in the classroom. Wheel of names, like Ben said.
Speaking of websites, if you want to check out any of those projects, head over to blueappleteacher.org. You can surf through all 10 and start thinking about which ones you want if you are the grand prize winner. All right, let's talk about our fourth lesson: impact. Your actions made the world a better place this year. Students were going through tough times, and you helped them out. But not only did you make a difference, your students can make a difference too. And great teachers help their students understand that they can be the agents of change. This year it was easy to feel powerless. It was easy to feel like there were big forces beyond our control. And when you can help your students just take charge to make a difference in their communities and their world, that's a really powerful lesson that you can drive home. Just because your class is small, the quote on the left there, never doubt that a small group of committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Don't let the fact that they're just students, quote unquote, prevent you from going out there and making a difference. It might seem a little crazy, but as Steve Jobs says there on the right, the ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the only ones who do. It takes a little craziness. You have to be willing to stand out a little bit. And in order to stand out, you have to be able to stand up for what you believe in. And so the project that we'd like to spotlight for this one is called Take a Stand. In Take a Stand, We help students understand how to disagree without being disagreeable. We help them learn how to seek out new information without just trying to defend what they already believed. Really important skills in today's society. And eventually, they create a podcast where they pick something that's one of their core beliefs, something that they're really passionate about. And they share their perspective and the reasons behind it with the world to really show that their voice matters and their voice can make a difference. So we're going to give away Take a Stand or any of those other 9 projects by going to the big, exciting wheel of names. Jamie,
Here we go. Drum roll, please. Here we go. So excited. Let's see who it's going to be. It is Tina F. It is Tina F. Congratulations, Tina. We'll be reaching out to you with your code to get that free Blue Apple project. And this next and final of the 5 that we'll be featuring today, lessons learned, is all about relationships. And I think this, I love that we've saved this for last, because I do think it holds, it's so powerful, those relationships that we establish with our students. And you guys went above and beyond this year to show that the connections that you built are truly the heart of education. And so I love this quote by Helen Keller. It says, "Alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much." And we found ways to build relationships this school year when we were tried in so many challenging and different ways, but we still found those ways to get to our students and make those relationships truly matter and make them feel like they mattered. Everything from those, we saw teacher parades where we would parade through neighborhoods. We saw just small connections where you would have one-on-one time. Even though there was a screen between you, you still made time to bond with your students in creative ways. And I love this one. They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that truly does get to the core of this year. And I just, I love this little picture here, because this is I used to teach kindergarten. This is my kindergartner, Max, when he was in my kindergarten classroom. And fast forward 13 years, this was this past weekend, there is Max, and I am with him. I attended his open house. And the one thing that he said to me that just resonated so heavily to me was, like, through all these years, he still remembered me and some of the things that I told him and that I taught him. And I really think that, so we sometimes forget that the impact that we have on our kids, and even the littlest of little ones, they still hold on to us and they hold us near and dear. And you guys, they will always remember you from this school year. There's no doubt about it, because it was one of those years that just put us through the ringer, and your students remember you for coming out on the other side with them. And so it's just a huge testament to the career that you chose and everything that you do each and every day. So with that, we want to highlight a project that is just my very favorite, called Moments to Remember. This project connects students to senior friends, and they learn all about their their elderly friends' life, and all the things that they have done in their many years on our planet. And they walk them through, these elderly friends walk them through all those big moments. And what they do is these students gather these special moments and put them into a book that this student creates and shares and presents to their elderly friend. I will say it's one of the most beautiful projects that I have come across. And I just say the impact, the pride that these elderly friends feel, and the excitement. And there's lots of opportunities for interaction within this project for elderly friends to meet with their student friends. And it's just a really, really powerful way to show that relationships can be built regardless of the age gap. And so I truly think this is just a really powerful project. And that memory does live on forever, because it's within those pages of the book that those students created for them. So a wonderful project. If this sounds like something you might like, it's called Moments to Remember again. And we're going to give away, whoops, sorry about that. We're going to give away on the project here. So let's do that. Let's spin that wheel one last time here.
One last spin of the wheel.
Let's see, who is it going to be? It is. Ooh, that's always so close. It's Rebecca J. Those ones always seem so close on the line there. All right.
It's so sad it has to be the last one, isn't it, Jamie?
No, let's give away one more, just because.
All right, let's do it. Let's give away one more free project. That sounds great.
Here we go.
That otherwise. All right, I got a drum roll, please, one more time. All right, here it comes.
There it is. All
One
right.
final chance to win.
Lydia H., I hope you're out there. You too just won a prize. A Blue Apple
Outstanding.
project. So again, as we've mentioned, it's just so much fun giving away projects. As we mentioned, you'll be getting a code if you're one of our winners today to get access to your Blue Apple project. But of course, we are curious. We just would like to know which of these projects interests you the most. So Heather's going to put up this poll. Is it the dirty truth, lend a hand, prevent the spread, take a stand, or moments to remember? Go ahead and make
You
your
need to pick
choice.
more than one there.
Yeah, yeah.
If lots of them interest you the most, I know the most can be a little bit confusing sometimes, but I think you can pick bunches if they all are sort of tied.
They're all really, really interesting. Ooh.
Yeah, so 14%, sorry, 14% like the dirty truth, 7% are interested in lend a hand, 21% are interested in prevent the spread, 21% in take a stand, and 48% in moments to remember.
Oh, awesome. I see a lot of team moments to remember. That's really heartwarming to me. And all of these projects are so great. And I encourage you, if you didn't win one today, please check out blueappleteacher.org and use the code. It's pandemic pricing. We really, what matters to us is that we're getting these projects out into the world. So we encourage you to check that out. But we don't want to end today without a final wrap up. We're going to give away some Amazon gift cards here, okay? And they're $50 Amazon gift cards. And I have to just tell you a little story before we do give these away. So every year we do something where we honor teachers because we truly do love you guys. We honor teachers through the Betty Van Andel Teachers of Excellence. And so this year we had 10 teachers that we had chosen, and 2 of them said had reached out and just said, you know, I really appreciate that you gave me an Amazon gift card, but what I would really love is a Blue Apple project. And so we gave them their Blue Apple project, but we also then they gave their gift card back to us. And Mark, I think he was going to be joining on today. There's Mark right there. We see a picture of him. He wanted to pay it forward to one of you. So he's passing on his Amazon $50 gift card to you. So we're gonna give that one away. But then we also have our friend, teacher friend Jenna here. Jenna, the same thing. She just really wanted another project. We worked with their school closely this year, and she just wanted another project to work with her students on next year. So she opted for a Blue Apple project instead, and she is also gifting that Amazon gift card to you. So we're going to do the wheel 2 more times. We're going to pick 2 more names, and if you are one of these winners, we will be in contact with your Amazon code, gift card code.
Even more giveaways.
Yeah, so here we go. $50 Amazon gift card winner is Christy H. Congratulations, right. Christy.
And one final spin of the wheel.
Here we go.
Last gift card.
Is it Misty? It's Misty S. Congratulations, Misty. Your $50 gift card. We will be in contact with you as well. And we also just want to say, so we have Ben and I have really fun jobs. We get to work with teachers, and we do that in a variety of ways. One of them is through Blue Apple projects. We spent this past half hour going through supporting you in the work that you do in your classroom. We want to again just mention again that pandemic pricing does end the end of July. So check out blueappleteacher.org and save an additional 20% with the code webinar20 if that is something that you're interested in. Also, we do Flex PD, so we can come to you in a variety of platforms, whether it's online or in person. We have full day workshops, we have 1-hour sessions, and pretty much everything in between. And our goal is to really meet you with what you need. So if you are an admin, we have awesome opportunities to work with your teachers and really give them the content that they want and the content that you guys feel your district needs. So everything from instructional strategies and assessment to classroom culture to professional growth, inquiry learning. There are so many options. So if you guys take a look, if you go to to blueapple.teacher.org. You can click on Flex PD and you can see all the offerings there. And the cool thing about the organization that we work for is if there's something that's not on there, talk to us, because again, we really just want to meet your needs. So if there's something that's not there, we will definitely make it happen for you. So that's, again, another fun part of what we do. So please look into that if that's something that interests you.
And we just like to finish by saying thank you. One of the cool things about being a teacher is even if you are on summer break, even if you're sitting back kicking your feet up right now, the work that you did this year continues to go out into the world and make a difference. The lessons you taught and the lives that you touch, that impact is still changing the world even as we speak. So we would like to thank you for the incredible contributions that you have made and that you continue to make.
Absolutely. And just to piggyback off of what Ben just said, you really are the game changers and the change makers that our world depends upon. And I think that you really proved so much to our world this year. And I can't thank you enough. From a parent perspective, from a teacher perspective, you guys really do. You've done the heavy lifting, and you really have just shown us so much strength, perseverance, love, care, and everything in between. And so we are very, very thankful for you. So with that, if there's anything that we can do to help you do what you guys do best, which is teach, reach out to us. My email is right there, jamie.mcpherson@vaei.org, and Ben is there too, ben.talsma@vaei.org. Reach out to us. We love connecting with teachers. It truly is our favorite thing to do. So again, thank you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Also, those that won prizes today, we will be getting in contact with you, but please don't let that stop you from getting in contact with us as well. So thank you again. Enjoy your summer. And again, thank you for all you do.
Thank you.